Hello everyone and welcome to our deep dive into chemical thermodynamics. Today, we are unraveling the fascinating connection between Gibbs energy change and equilibrium. This topic is crucial for understanding why reactions happen, how far they go, and what conditions favor product formation. We'll start with the basics, then move through easy, medium, hard, and finally, the hardest concepts, preparing you thoroughly for your G-Main exams. Let's begin this exciting journey. Ready to discover the driving force behind chemical reactions? Let's explore how Gibbs energy helps us understand if a reaction will proceed and where it will eventually settle. Our first concept is Gibbs free energy, symbolized by G. It's a fundamental thermodynamic property that tells us the maximum useful work a system can perform at constant temperature and pressure. More importantly, the change in Gibbs free energy, or delta G, is our key indicator for a reaction's spontaneity. If delta G is negative, the reaction is spontaneous and will proceed on its own. If it's positive, the reaction is non-spontaneous in the forward direction. And if delta G is zero, our system has reached a state of perfect balance, equilibrium. At equilibrium, the rates of the forward and reverse reactions are equal, meaning there's no net change in the amounts of reactants or products. This is the state where the system's Gibbs energy is at its minimum. A crucial relationship connects the standard Gibbs free energy change, delta G degree, with the equilibrium constant, K. This equation, delta G degree is equal to RT ln K, allows us to quantify the extent of a reaction at equilibrium using fundamental thermodynamic values. Remember, R is the gas constant and T is the absolute temperature in Kelvin. Now, let's test your understanding with a few quick practice questions. Take a moment to think about these scenarios and apply the concepts we just discussed. These questions will help solidify your grasp on Gibbs energy and its role in determining spontaneity and equilibrium. Good luck! Let's deepen our understanding. We'll now explore Gibbs energy beyond standard conditions and derive the key relationships that govern chemical equilibrium. While delta G degree describes reactions under standard conditions, most real-world reactions occur under non-standard conditions. For these scenarios, we use the equation delta G is equal to delta G degree plus RT ln Q. Here, Q is the reaction quotient, which is calculated using the actual concentrations or partial pressures at any given moment. This powerful equation allows us to predict a reaction's spontaneity at any stage, not just at its standard state, providing a dynamic view of chemical processes. The derivation of delta G degree is equal to RT ln K is quite elegant. We know that at equilibrium, the net change in Gibbs energy, delta G, becomes zero. At this precise point, the reaction quotient, Q, also becomes the equilibrium constant, K. By substituting these conditions into our non-standard Gibbs energy equation, delta G is equal to delta G degree plus RT ln Q, we arrive at 0 is equal to delta G degree plus RT ln K. Rearranging this gives us delta G degree is equal to RT ln K, a fundamental link between the thermodynamic spontaneity under standard conditions and the extent to which a reaction proceeds to equilibrium. The values of K and delta G degree offer clear insights into a reaction's behavior. If K is greater than 1, it means products are favored at equilibrium, and consequently, delta G degree will be negative, indicating a spontaneous reaction under standard conditions. Conversely, if K is less than 1, reactants are favored, delta G degree is positive, and the reaction is non-spontaneous. If K equals 1, delta G degree is 0, signifying that neither reactants nor products are favored at equilibrium under standard conditions. Temperature also critically influences both delta G and K. As seen in the Gibbs-Helmholtz equation, delta G is equal to delta H T delta S. Time to apply your knowledge to some more challenging problems. These questions require a deeper understanding of the relationships between delta G degree, Q, and K. Work through them carefully, paying attention to the details and units. They're designed to help you master the medium-level concepts. Now, let's elevate our understanding. We are diving into the more intricate derivations and theoretical connections that underpin Gibbs energy and equilibrium. The equation delta G is equal to delta G degree plus RT ln Q isn't just a formula, it's derived from the concept of chemical potential. Each component in a mixture has a chemical potential, mu, which depends on its standard potential and its activity or concentration. By summing the chemical potentials of products and subtracting those of reactants, we arrive at the total change in Gibbs energy. This rigorous derivation shows how the macroscopic spontaneity of a reaction is an emergent property of the microscopic chemical potentials of its constituent species, providing a robust theoretical foundation for our understanding. The Van 't Hoff equation is a powerful tool for understanding how temperature influences the equilibrium constant. By combining delta G degree is equal to RT ln K with delta G degree is equal to delta H degree, T delta S degree, we can derive ln K is equal to delta H degree RT plus delta S degree R. This linear relationship between ln K and 1/T allows us to calculate delta H degree and delta S degree from experimental K values at different temperatures. Furthermore, the integrated form ln Kk is equal to delta H degree R asterisk 1T enables us to predict K at a new temperature if we know K at one temperature and delta H degree. This equation is indispensable for optimizing reaction conditions in industrial processes. Predicting the direction of a reaction relies on comparing delta G with 0. If delta G is negative, the forward reaction proceeds spontaneously. If positive, the reverse reaction is spontaneous. And if 0, the system is at equilibrium. This quantitative approach underpins Le Chatelier's principle. Any change in concentration or pressure alters Q, which in turn changes delta G, pushing the system to re-establish equilibrium. We also see how the relative magnitudes of delta H degree and T delta S degree determine spontaneity across different temperatures. For instance, an endothermic reaction with positive entropy change becomes spontaneous only at high temperatures when the T delta S degree term dominates. It's time for some harder problems. These questions will challenge your analytical skills and require you to connect different thermodynamic concepts. Focus on the derivations, the implications of the Van 't Hoff equation, and the interplay of delta H degree, delta S degree, and temperature. Take your time, think critically, and apply what you've learned. Prepare for the ultimate challenge. We are now venturing into the most advanced aspects of Gibbs energy and equilibrium, including competitive insights, engineering applications, and biochemical relevance. At its most fundamental level, equilibrium is defined by the chemical potential. A system reaches equilibrium when the chemical potential of each component is balanced across phases or when the sum of chemical potentials for reactants equals that for products. This microscopic balance ensures that the macroscopic Gibbs energy change, delta G, is 0. This deep connection between chemical potential, a partial molar property, and the overall system spontaneity is a cornerstone of advanced physical chemistry, providing a robust framework for understanding all types of phase and reaction equilibria. In electrochemical cells, Gibbs energy directly quantifies the maximum electrical work obtainable. The relationship delta G is equal to NF_cell links the change in Gibbs energy to the cell potential, number of electrons transferred, and Faraday's constant. At equilibrium, the cell potential becomes 0, signifying a dead battery, and delta G also becomes 0. This leads to a powerful relationship, E_cell is equal to RT_NF ln K, allowing us to calculate the equilibrium constant from standard cell potentials. This principle is vital in designing and optimizing batteries and fuel cells, ensuring maximum energy efficiency. Biochemical systems masterfully employ coupled reactions to drive life processes. Many essential reactions, like protein synthesis or active transport, are thermodynamically unfavorable. Nature overcomes this by coupling them with the highly exergonic hydrolysis of ATP. The large negative delta G of ATP hydrolysis provides the necessary energy input to make the overall coupled reaction spontaneous. This energy currency mechanism is fundamental to all cellular activities, showcasing a sophisticated application of thermodynamic principles in biology. Understanding this allows us to model metabolic pathways and develop new drugs. Imagine a graph where the total Gibbs energy of a system is plotted against the extent of reaction. This curve vividly illustrates that equilibrium is the point of minimum Gibbs energy. Any deviation from this minimum, either towards more reactants or more products, would result in an increase in Gibbs energy, making the process non-spontaneous. The slope of this curve at any point represents delta G, which is zero at the minimum. This visual representation profoundly explains why reactions spontaneously proceed towards equilibrium and then cease, offering a powerful conceptual tool for chemists and engineers alike. Alright, it's time for the ultimate test of your understanding. These first 5 questions delve into the most complex aspects of Gibbs energy and equilibrium. They require a comprehensive grasp of derivations, interconnections, and real-world applications. Take your time to analyze each problem thoroughly and apply all the advanced concepts we've discussed. Here are the final 5 questions, pushing the boundaries of your competitive preparation. These problems demand critical thinking, a deep understanding of non-ideal systems, and an ability to synthesize information from various advanced topics. Success here means you're well prepared for any challenge G-Main might throw at you. Give them your best shot. And that brings us to the end of our comprehensive journey through Gibbs energy change and equilibrium. We've covered everything from basic definitions to advanced applications, equipping you with a solid foundation for GMA. For more such insightful content, practice problems, and detailed solutions, make sure to visit synapse.omaps.in. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for continuous learning. Keep exploring, keep learning, and ace your exams. See you in the next session.